Okay, what I'm doing here is adjusting for what I call the crown. So if you look down this log, you can kind of see that it bows this way. So I want to take that bow and I want to bring it up so that it bows this way. I don't want it bowing in and I don't want it bowing out of the wall. I want it bowing up, so that'll settle straight as this shrinks over time. So I'm just going to roll it and get that crown up. So I got a little rock here to stop it. Hopefully. There we go. That'll work. And I just want to make sure that I'm right on top of my other logs so that I'm straight. And that looks good. And now if I look down that, I can see that my crown is up, and that's good. Yeah. Okay, another thing I want to do here when I'm setting this log is I have a big gap here. And I want to set my scribe to that gap. So what I need to do is equal the gap. So I need almost as large a gap on that end as I do on my big end here. So what I got to do is lift. I need to lift this big boy and raise this gap. And I'll put a block under it. It'll sit on a block on this. That'll raise my gap and equal it end to end before I scribe. That's important. Otherwise, in the smallest spot here, like right here, this is really narrow. This is like 2 inches. If I don't do that, my scribe is going to be so far into this log that it's just going to create a boat over this other log beneath it. It's just going to hollow out so much of this log that it would just be extreme and it would cup right over this log. And I don't want that. I want to keep it as uniform as possible. So I got to raise this big boy. I'm going to have to lift it. Okay, now I got a block under it. I raised it up and that made up my difference. I got a nice big gap down here. It's equal to that one. So we're looking good. That's way better. So that made up my gap. Now I just set my scribe and then we'll be into this one. We'll be into this log quite a bit too, but that's how I set them up. I'll probably screw a little wooden brace on here, just temporary, so that I can slab this and then scribe it without it moving. So she's ready to slab and ready to scribe. Okay, this is my Kelly 4.5 pound. This is a vintage Phantom bevel. It's all mushroomed out, but it's just a beast. These are some of my tools I'm using today. This is a Kelly. That is a Kelly Howe. You guys have seen that one before. Probably have seen that one too. This is a China. I don't know what it is. This is a hardware store axe, but I love all axes, of course. And they all have some purpose and function. This one's been through the ringer. This Phantom bevel. What a beast. I use this for splitting firewood. She needs to sharpen bad. This is my recycled gas can axe holder. I get asked about it a lot. It just I made this out of a recycled plastic gas can. It holds my hatchets, my axes, and my wedge banger when I'm falling timber in the woods. And it's kind of nice because it doesn't sound like my metal ones that sound like a dang cowbell going through the woods. And plus, you know, it gives the guys on Facebook something to make fun of.